Welcome back, everyone. Jason and I were just speaking about a thought that I had this afternoon, and it was about playing games in a relationship. And how many times have we wondered in the relationship, whether it's your mother, your dog, your cousin, whatever, your boyfriend, the games that we play and how we think this person is only doing this just to play this game. There's no way they would ever do this if they knew that this hurt me, but yet them playing this game then leads them to go do this or say this, and I'm thinking to myself, how can this be? How much pain is this causing me? And I'm wondering to myself, am I playing this game by myself? And this person's not even playing this game with me? And like we were just talking, Jason, help me out here.
Okay. What you guys get to know is during the break, the conversation is even more spirited.
It went crazy.
Okay, it was just out of control. So basically, if you're not totally checked in with what Melissa's talking about, she's talking about the fact that sometimes people choose to play the game of life by themselves.
Yeah.
Such that they're sure they're playing with other people who are also playing this game. But ultimately, they learn they're playing solitaire, like you were saying. So, it takes someone at work in the office, and they're sitting there, and they're sitting at their desk, and they observe a series of actions that happen. And this person borrows a stapler over here, and this person gets a drink of water over here, and this person goes and makes a photocopy over here. Well, as benign as all that stuff looks, to this person playing the game of life on their own, they've just made a bunch of decisions about what all that means. This person who went and borrowed the stapler from that other person and not me, oh, that must be because they're mad at me because I did this, or I parked in their space, or I don't know, closed the refrigerator door when they wanted to get in. And so now they've started this game and telling the story and spinning this situation. And the person who walked to the copy machine and made a copy but didn't say hi when they were walking by couldn't possibly be because they were busy or they were focused on something else. It's because they're snubbing
and they hate me.
And they hate me. And everyone at work hates me. And so all of a sudden this game starts being played, and then this individual starts interacting with these people as if they are playing that game. So that now when Jack comes over, who didn't borrow the stapler from her, and asks a question or a favor.
Oh, now you want to...
Oh, really? Now my tape is good enough for you, but my stapler wasn't good enough for you?
You whore.
Exactly. That's the crazy game that people play. And it's like we were talking about during the break. People taking a series of random events and drawing like lines between them. It's like using the sky, the stars in the sky, and you could pretty much put a line between those stars and make any shape you want. It's like we were talking about. It's kind of like the logic of playing this game and seeing patterns and broad social offenses in these random activities is like saying, oh yeah, well, if I squint my eyes really tight and I kind of turn my head a little bit, yeah, she looks like Sheryl Crow. Well, that's not anything. That's not real. That doesn't mean she looks like Sheryl Crow.
Or sings like Sheryl Crow.
That means that if I manipulate reality enough, I can maybe jump to the conclusion that this person looks like Sheryl Crow. So what is with that game? What is with the idea that we can't just interact naturally, organically, authentically with people and do something other than these damaging games? Riddle me this, Melissa.
I don't know. And why can't we, as humanity, just take things for face value and drop all the crap?
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, as Freud said.
Yeah.
It's true because, in a previous segment earlier in the show, we were talking about people feeling persecuted when they aren't directly being persecuted. They just take the broad conversation and apply it to themselves. Well, if this is part of the human condition, that seems like something we get to evolve out of.
Yeah.
Because evolution is the natural course, as far as I'm concerned, of learning and growing, experiencing, making new decisions. But how many people get stuck in their game? And how many people get so mad when they find out that you weren't playing the game the whole time?
You don't care enough to play a game?
Exactly. Now it's even worse.
Yeah.
Because instead of being accountable and recognizing that, oh my gosh, I made up all that stuff, none of it was real, they have to be right.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like, oh no, they're lying. They totally hate me. Like, I know people who I could tell them countless examples of how that person doesn't hate you, and they are still convinced that that's the case. I mean, people who have never shared a conversation. This person is sure.
That's so true. That's so true.
They are their nemesis.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It is crazy. This idea of playing, because all the games happen inside us. No one's ever really playing a game with us. We're all playing the game by ourselves, and it's just sometimes the games overlap.
Yeah.
That it just happens that the card I put down was the card you picked up in your game, and you're playing Pinochle, and I'm playing Spades over here. Yep. Is that a game? Is Spades a game?
You'll say yes.
Yes. I may have just invented a game. I don't know. I don't play.
Patent pending.
Exactly. TM. I believe it's a game. It came up, you know.
Who cares?
Exactly. So the point is that we get to choose to let go of the game and experience life in reality, because you know what? It doesn't matter if that person, if you squint your eyes and turn your head, looks like Sheryl Crow. It's not Sheryl Crow. It's a person with her own talents, her own abilities, her own contribution to make. Her claim to value on this planet is not that she kind of looks like Sheryl Crow. Okay? And we can choose to manipulate reality to see it the way we want, or we can embrace what is and relish in the simplicity of that. Because how complicated are people's lives? I mean, you know people who play games. They have the most complicated lives. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. Mm-hmm. So how you interact with people in your crazy-ass games in your head is how you interact in life. In this crazy-ass way. So, I mean, this is a conversation that is going to go on forever. We have to take a break so that our sponsors can get a word in edgewise. So we'll be back after this. More Talk is Cheap when we come back.